Hello everyone, I am Rishabh Bundela and today I am going to explain error and exception handling mechanism concept in C++. So here is the content that I am going to explain through this PPT. Error, exception handling mechanism using three keywords try, throw and catch. So what actually is an error in a program? So let me just read out. An error is a term used to describe any issue that arises unexpectedly and results in incorrect output. There are two types of error, logical error, syntactic error. First, logical error occur due to poor understanding of problem and solution procedure. Second, syntactic error arise due to poor understanding of the language itself. So what actually is an exception in a program? So let me just explain. It may happen during the programming. You might have syntactically written the program correctly, which means that compiler have compiled the program correctly. However, during its execution, there might be some error, some issues that arises which come at the runtime and the program fails. For example, you create an array of size 10 but try to access the 11th and 12th position of that array, and at that your program fails. An exception is an unaccepted problem that arises during the execution of a program. Exception handling mechanism provides a way to transfer control from one part of program to another. This makes it easy to separate the error handling code from the code written to handle the actual functionality of the program. C++ exception handling is built upon three keywords: try, throw, and catch. As I mentioned before, the exception handling mechanism is built upon three keywords: try, throw, and catch. Try. A block of code which may cause an exception is typically placed inside the try block. It is followed by one or more catch block. If an exception occurs, it is thrown from the try block. It is simply used to preface a block of statement. So basically, wherever you feel that exception might occur, you put that entire piece of code in that try block. Catch. This block catches the exception thrown from the try block. Code to the exception is written inside this catch block. A catch block is defined by the keyword catch. A catch block simply catches the exception thrown by the thrown statement in the try block and handles it appropriately. Code can be anything that catches the exception. For example, just simply showing the error message or some code which will actually correct that exception. Throw. A program throws an exception when a program shows up. This is done using a throw keyword. It is thrown using a thrown statement in the try block, so you can explicitly throw an exception. For example, you want to show a divide by zero exception, and we will try to implement that practically as well. Every try catch block should have a corresponding catch block. A single try block can have a multiple catch block. There are two types of exception in C++. Synchronous exception. The exception which occur during the program execution due to some fault in the input data are known as synchronous exception. For example, errors such as out of range, overflow, underflow. Asynchronous exception. The exception caused by events or faults unrelated to the program and beyond the control of the program are called asynchronous exception. For example, errors such as keyboard interrupt, hardware malfunctions, disk failure. Exception handling mechanism provides a means to detect and report an exception circumstances. Firstly, find the problem means hit the exception. Then inform that an error has occurred means throw the exception. And then receive the error information means catch the exception. And lastly, take corrective action means handle the exception. When the try block throws an exception, the program control leaves the try block and enter the catch statement of the catch block. If the type of object thrown matches the argument type in the catch statement, the catch block is executed. Otherwise, program is terminated with the help of abort function. This was all about theoretical aspects of exception handling and three different keywords which we'll be using to perform exception handling. So let us try to understand the program and see how to implement this exception handling in a program. So we are writing a program which will accept two numbers from user and shows its division. There is a case where I will take numerator and denominator, and if the denominator is 0, the division should be not defined or infinite. In that case, program will fail if it is not in the try catch block. And now I will try to show you how it is. So firstly, I have included header file iostream and then I return this main function from where the execution will begin. So let me just create two variables, and that is integer numerator and denominator. And then we ask the user to enter numerator and denominator. Then we take input from the user. Now I return int result is equal to numerator upon denominator. And then we will try to display this and print the result. Now we will save this program as exception handling in CPP. And then I try to compile this program. So there are 0 error and 0 warning. So I have written the program correctly. So this program is executed without using exception handling. Then it is asking for numerator and denominator. So I enter numerator as 4 and denominator as 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. So when we try to put the denominator as 0, so when I say 4 as numerator and 0 as denominator, the program will stop working because 0 should give infinity and not defined. So this is the reason why program fails. So this is not the meant to calculate something which is not defined or infinity. So this is the exception situation. So since there is no try-catch block involved, the program stopped working and it fails. So this is something we need to avoid. So then I modify this code and add try-catch block to it. So according to the try definition, we add the try block where we feel exception is going to happen. As I mentioned, we have to use syntax as follows. So I just wrote a try block inside which division will happen. Opening and closing brackets now include that part where you feel exception might occur. Then here we check if denominator is equal to 0, and then we will need to throw something. So this is how syntax for throw is. So when denominator is going to be 0, it is being thrown outside this entire try block and the division will not occur. Instead, the control will transfer from here to corresponding try block. And then we need to write the code for catch block. So this is how syntax for catch block look. Inside catch block, we need to catch something, that is the value that is being thrown. So in this, the value that has been thrown is integer value. Inside this, you can write a message saying divide by 0 not allowed, which is an exception. And if denominator is 0, then this if block will not executed and result will calculated. So let's save this program and try to execute this. So there is no error and warnings. And then it is asking for numerator and denominator. So let's try to enter something. So I enter 44 as numerator and 21 as denominator. The division is 2. So it is working perfectly when we enter proper integers. And when we try to compile and run it again, and I enter 44 as numerator and 0 as denominator, and then we will get the exception divide by 0 not allowed, and you can see this value as 0. Also, the division is 0 is being printed because that is outside the catch block. Since the division did not occur, the default value of this variable is set to be 0. That is why we got the output as 0. And we also noticed that program did not fail or hang, and we successfully handled the exception. So this is how we perform the exception handling. So this is the program I have executed before without using try-catch block. And this is the program that I have executed before using exception handling mechanism. Thanks for watching.